Hi, have you ever considered what constitutes an HR emergency at your company? Are you prepared as a business owner to handle HR emergencies at your business? I'm Katie Spadoro, and I'm here today to explore with you a few examples of HR emergencies that could occur at your company and how to be prepared for the worst while you're hoping for the best. First, the best way to be prepared for an HR emergency at your company is to do a complete HR audit with a certified HR professional. What's an HR audit? An HR compliance audit typically consists of two main portions. As defined by SHRM, human resource audits involve an organization's strategic actions to take an intensely objective look at its HR policies, procedures, and practices. This type of comprehensive review of the company's current state can help identify whether specific practice areas or processes may be inadequate, maybe legal or illegal, and see how effective they are. The results obtained from this review can help you identify gaps in your HR practices, and HR can prioritize these gaps to minimize lawsuits and regulatory violations, as well as to achieve and maintain a world-class competitive company. You can receive a free audit checklist online on our website at cyber.co, or there should be a link below this video. Your certified HR professional should first review all of your HR standard operating procedures to ensure that you are prepared for the many things that could occur at your company. This evaluation of the organization's operational HR policies, practices, and processes will have a focus on key HR department delivery areas. Those areas can include recruiting, retention, employee relations, training, compensation and benefits, etc. Second, your certified HR pro should review current HR indicators such as turnover, employee satisfaction, internal grievances filed, number of potential legal complaints, absenteeism rates, etc. After the audit, you should understand further as a business owner what the next steps are to fix any issues before they snowball and get a little out of control. We've avoided a ton of potential lawsuits working with our clients and completing audits with them. So I'm going to walk through a few examples right now on ways that these interactive scenarios can make you think a little bit. It puts you in the position of the business owner, and I understand as well how potentially innocent errors can lead to potentially serious and even fatal problems at your business. So let's start with you, the business owner, and a client of ours. You're the owner of a manufacturing plant. You require your employees to wear a uniform to work. Part of that uniform is a shirt and matching pants. You hire a payroll company to do your payroll, and when submitting the hours and information for payroll, the owner of the company directs the payroll company to deduct $150 from the paychecks. So $50 from the first 3 pay periods. The total will be $150 after those first 3 pay periods, and each employee will have paid off their uniforms. At your direction, the payroll company inadvertently and illegally deducts the cost of the uniforms you are requiring them to wear, which brings their regular base pay of your employees below minimum wage for those pay periods. This is a great example of how you, the business owner, are doing the best you can with the knowledge you have in a situation. Unfortunately, like this situation, that may not be enough. Luckily, this company did have on hand a certified HR professional, and they were on their team and caught the mistake, which prevented a potential serious lawsuit that would have resulted in, at minimum, back pay for every employee who had been improperly paid. That's not even considering the potential lawsuits of any of the employees who may be of a protected class, in addition to the back pay. HR is a lot and it can be messy. It's super important that you, the business owner, have a certified HR pro on your side for when one of these HR emergencies does occur. You could pay your attorney $500 an hour, or you could Google it and hope for the best. Or you could work directly with an HR pro. Cyber provides these pros for you, who's prepared specifically to walk you through these situations because that's what we do best. Let's walk through one more. As stated above, these are interactive scenarios. So again, try to put yourself in the position of the business owner. Understand again that potentially innocent errors can affect you. Again, you, the business owner, and another client of ours. You have an employee who calls you and says she's feeling seriously uncomfortable with the way her male manager at the company speaks to her when the owners are not around. She says that she does not want to work with the manager anymore, and she wants to make an official complaint that the manager has made multiple advances towards her. Her manager has asked her out on dates even after she's told him no, and touched her back and made her physically uncomfortable during the shift. What do? Well, it would make sense that as the business owner, you immediately want to aid that female employee, right? So you would decide to remove her from the situation. Remember, the female employee who is making the complaint is now the victim in the eyes of the law. So You call the employee back and you tell her that you've decided, because you want to make sure she's okay, you decided that now you're going to move her from the corporate location that she's always worked for the past 12 years, and she'll now report to a different branch location, which happens to be 30 minutes further away from her apartment. What could potentially be illegal about this situation? Well, first off, you may have wanted to do the right thing here, but in reality, you have, from the outside looking in, now negatively affected the female employee who made the complaint of harassment in the first place. You may think you did the right thing because you moved her to a different location. However, the employee that should have been removed from the situation is the manager. Under federal law, you cannot do anything that would negatively affect someone who reports harassment, and this can be seen as retaliation. This applies even if you did not mean to cause any harm by moving that female employee. Many factors go into working through situations of this type, the first being an in-depth investigation. However, in this situation, as in any situation of harassment, the best first step would be to ask the victim what they need to feel okay in the situation. That way, you're allowing them to voice how they feel. The female employee may suggest on her own that she goes and works at a different location. She may also suggest that the manager leaves the current location that she's at and she'll stay or take the rest of the day off. No matter what, I suggest to all of my clients to reach out immediately if they ever receive a complaint of harassment of any kind. Luckily, again, in this situation, this company had a certified HR professional on their team, and they reached out immediately, and we were there to help. This HR emergency was managed, and the potential lawsuit was avoided. Did you know that you could potentially end up in a lawsuit citing constructive discharge if you have not provided your employees with an unbiased option to make a complaint? Something that we offer at Cyber is a free hotline for both management and employees. It's awesome. The employees can also use the hotline provided to make any sort of complaints. The managers can use the hotline for support when dealing with any issues. With this hotline in place, you know for sure, as a business owner, your butt is covered when your employees are being taken care of. It's kind of a no-brainer to me. In a situation where the owner feels it may be an HR emergency, it's always a good feeling to know that you have a certified HR professional on call who can assist you. That way, if anything does occur, you're ready to manage it legally, professionally, in a way that will reflect well on you and your business. Give us a call, check us out on cyber.co for some more information and some more tips on how to protect yourself and your small business.